Alright, let's go to the obvious door. Bayodur, you're... Find refuge, you should recover in time. Alright, well, let's work on finding some refuge and getting Bayodur out of trouble. Interior plateau, or whatever. Okay, how did they get past me through, like, the only exit without wearing stealth field generators? The ghosts? Oh, goody. Ominous door closing behind
me. Be
harmed. Who are you?
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say.
Atten.
I sense we will come to no harm.
What are you doing? No one disarms me. Very well, I didn't come here to do battle. I didn't.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes. It bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep, deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If she is a Jedi, she will forgive. And if she is not, she will not care.
You can't tell her. Please. I'm asking you. I don't want her to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this woman we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve her until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Dejaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
Why do I have the squirmy feeling that mind rape is taking place? It's just one of those senses you get, you know? Oh, dear God. The universe hates me. Oh, this could not
I did not
get
expect
any
to see you
worse.
again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the Exiles path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
I had hoped to avoid you forever. And ever. But, it wasn't my intention to come here or to see you again, but what have you done with my
Your
friends?
concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
Hey, listen, I didn't want to take a trip down memory lane and run into the bad ex-girlfriend, okay? If you think I wanted to see your face again, you're sadly mistaken. It was not my intention to come here. Here because pretend you should have stole my shit. Oh.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here
You
begs
were
an
always
explanation. Have you come to
confusing.
face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
Why would I come back to admit you were right? The Force brought me here. It does that. It does that whole works in mysterious ways thing. Kind of like a deity for sake of. Maybe you should admit that, yeah, just...
You presume much. The Force does not guide your movements, not anymore. Its connection was lost when you fell. Perhaps you feel that the Force
fall.
also led you to the Mandalorian Wars as well.
It did.
But in truth, it only led to your exile.
Hey, it was the Council's decision to wait around. I couldn't stand for all the innocents to die.
So you said, so long ago. I didn't believe it then, and I don't believe it now. You sought adventure. You hungered for battle. You could not wait to follow Revan to war. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
If I recall, you wished me imprisoned, or worse. I know I hurt you. But you kinda took it a little bad. My punishment could have been worse, and for that I am grateful.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. I have kept it, so I would never forget.
That's my light. You kept my lightsaber. How can you even use my lightsaber? I did not realize you still had it after so many years.
I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order.
Arrogance?
Become a Jedi again. That is a thing far
I
out
do.
of reach. But I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult.
Hey!
Yet you gave the
Sith
council
believe
no
that
other
I'm
choice.
the only
You gave me
Jedi
no other
left,
choice.
and here you are, sitting in this polar hellhole. Hiding! Again, leaving me to deal with the rampant Sith problem. While people burn and die. I want a war to protect others, not for
So
battle.
your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not the Jedi way.
We're supposed to defend people. Is it the Jedi way to sit and let people be massacred because we've got our heads so far up our asses that we need to meditate before taking a step or two? It wasn't aggression, it was defending others.
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war.
What were we
and it
supposed to
sent
do,
a
wait till they got
terrible echo
bored?
through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way. And you turned on us.
I never killed another Jedi. Ever. I didn't turn on you. I came back to be judged by the Jedi Council. Were you not? I know you wanted to come with me.
Of course I was. But the Jedi teachings require we examine how we may best help them. Action without reflection is not our way.
Our teachings do not mean we should stand by and let others die.
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
There's no guarantee we would win, but if we hadn't done anything, we'd all be speaking Mandalorian by now.
A physical victory perhaps, but the real victory lay in...
Triumph of pacifism? Surrender? And how many people would have died if the Mandalorians hadn't been stopped?
You do not know...
If the Mandalorians had won, would the Jedi have fought them then, or simply meditated on what to do?
How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
Yeah, probably. You're right about that. Instead, I've got this horrible planet-sized wound I'm walking around with every single day. And I'm fighting an entire battalion of Sith chasing my ass because they think I'm the last Jedi and you're still alive. Are you a Jedi anymore? Or are you the last? Because if you are, I should put up a giant beacon and lead them to you!
What? What do you mean?
I can see it in you, and I know I hurt you by leaving.
You're wrong, just as you were when you defied the Council. I tire of fighting with you.
Me
You
too, I
lust
tire
for
of
war,
fighting
and you
with you.
always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
Looking for my ship.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawke. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
I was there, but I didn't destroy Paragus! Like I said, Sith destroyed Paragus. It happened.
Ah, an accident. Something beyond your control.
Like
You
I'm
cannot
supposed to have
change.
control of
Acting instead
everything.
of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
Yes, I know what I've done. I jeopardized the entirety of Telos. Telos is doomed and I could care less. Yeah, I destroyed 2 worlds with 1 explosion. I know that.
No, your crime is much more than that. Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
Oh, what do you mean?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another.
I'm surprised the
other
Republic
Rim
could finance
worlds
this
devastated
one.
by the Sith will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
Life repairs itself. The planets will eventually repair themselves. That's what planets do. The humans are dead. It can't be populated anymore, but eventually, in a few thousand years from now, they will be. You know me, and I would have not intentionally committed such an act.
I have not known you since you left to serve Revan in the Mandalorian Wars. The only question that remains is how far you have fallen. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions
because
if you will.
My spirit,
when your
diseased as it is,
others, refuses
to allow me to give up. That's why. It simply refuses to allow me to roll over and die for whatever reason. So now I get blamed for the actions of the Sith.
The Sith? What do you mean?
Yeah, Sith, chasing me around. They're hunting all Jedi. You'll find out when their hand is at your throat.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where did you encounter them?
You want to feel some more scars? Because we can do that all over again, too. The Sith came to Paragus to kill me.
Paragus? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
They apparently were! They believe me to be the last Jedi.
You. If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings,
very well
our
then,
beliefs,
you're the
very
last
core
Jedi.
of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
Oh, you... annoyingly pretentious. I didn't even know this place existed. You stole my ship. You brought me here. You led them to yourself. And yet you're gonna blame me for it. I offer my help.
You
You'll need
offer
it.
your aid? After turning your back on me? On the Council? The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that. Something you never seem to understand.
I'm not afraid. I'm not doing this for fear. I want to help.
Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are
lovely.
others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can
You
find
mean
them, gain
not
their
only am I
trust,
not the last
perhaps our defenses shall be
Jedi,
stronger
I'm on the
for it.
bottom
Take
rung
your
of the
ship,
last
seek
Jedi?
them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine.
Oh.
From there, we can call a council and see what can be done.
You wanna do... You wanna call another... Oh, my head. Oh, I feel the biggest galactic headache coming on. And I've just survived 2 shuttle crashes in 24 hours. So, that might be you, or it might be the head injuries. I'm not sure which. But Jesus Christ, just get me out of here. If there's anyone who can aid us, I'll find them.
Then I shall send you on your way. It is now time for you to depart.
We shall remove her, mistress.
Please don't say that. I mean, yeah, the last part, it's just a
Come
little
with us.
sketchy. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Are you all right, mistress?
The exile reminded me of something I had forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Was she important to you once?
We all have our heroes, and when we watch them fall, We die inside. She made a choice once, and I did not. The day we judged her, I stood in the chamber, and she was so right. She was so certain of it. I doubted myself, but not now. She will never make me doubt myself again. But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, Mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
Son of a... Can I have my gun back? Gonna find my friends and get out of here. Transport security cylinder. Holy crap, that's a lot of lightsaber. Robes. That's a lot of things. Yeah, give me those. I'll try on pants later. We're at in Kreia. Oh, lovely. There's...
Did you find what you came for?
If you mean a reason for the past to bite me in the ass, yeah, kinda. Depends.
There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here.
No,
this
crap!
woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
She was the one who cast me out of the order, wanted to punish me even further. I wouldn't exactly call her charming.
Whatever her charm, or lack thereof, you must deal with it. Unresolved events from our past can create wounds in the present and the future. And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. It could prove fatal against the enemies we face.
Are you done? Because seriously, you're preaching us, and Atris is preaching us, and everybody's preaching us. It's just getting a little bit too preachy around here for me. Atris Jedi Council.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Yeah, the Atris, the Handmaidens aren't Atris plans.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the
ground.
ground.
And yet you seem
Perhaps
to plan a lot.
students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
Really now? The Handmaidens aren't students.
No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force.
Oh, how would you know that?
Even if they were Force-sensitive.
Did you try to use mind tricks on them?
Invade the mind of another? It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Let's talk about this on the way out
Very
of here,
well.
can we?
Let us depart.
Oh, I know how you feel. Atten, you okay?
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
Alright then, let me free you.
I'm sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness
It's okay,
in the crash.
Bayodir. You wouldn't have wanted to be awake for the aftermath anyway. Sure you're
I'm
alright.
fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this
Oh,
place?
lovely.
Where are we?
Jedi Academy, northern end of Telos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields.
I would think so, yeah.
This place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system.
They had
Possibly
force
planet-wide,
cages and a polar
like the one on
irrigation
Coruscant.
system.
I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
It's not in use by the Republic. Are you well enough
I
to
am,
travel?
General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Come on then, I can use
Very
your
well,
help.
General.
Atten. Bayodir. Cause I'm gonna go fight me some handmaidens. Or, well, badger a couple of handmaidens, anyway. Why? Because I can. Alright. Handmaiden sister.
Why have you approached me?
Hey, do all these women look alike? Not like I'm complaining, I mean, it's interesting.
They're
If you
Ichani.
have a reason for approaching me, speak it.
Ichani tend to look like their sire parent, okay? Or whatever parent they take after. It's complicated. Just, they're Ichani, alright? My ship.
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place, and permission to return if you remain in her service.
Okay, I had some other questions.
You may ask, the mistress? What of her?
Why do you call her that? And, no, I really don't want to speak to her again. I had some other questions for you. I'm not crass. I'm not just gonna be like, what do you do here?
We serve the Jedi, and we watch.
Serve what Jedi? There's not many here.
Atris is the only Jedi here, this is true, but the mistress will bring others in time.
I hope to learn to be a Jedi again.
It is possible, but if so, your road of atonement shall be a long one.
Oh yeah, trust me, nothing like a ex-girlfriend scorned. Oh, trust me.
I assume you meant no insult.
No,
It
I
is
didn't.
forbidden for us to become Jedi. Even if we possessed the awareness of the galaxy that the Jedi possess, we are here because we are not Jedi. That is our purpose.
Your purpose?
We have taken an oath to never follow the teachings of the Jedi, only to watch those of the Order and carry out Atris's will should it be necessary. Atris believes the new Jedi Order that shall arise here will need to be guarded and watched by those not touched by the Force. She thinks it will give balance.
That's actually a good idea. I had some other questions. I'm looking for a fight.
I
You
would
wanna fight?
welcome a chance to
Yes!
instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place.
You took my ship! You brought me here! I could use a good
Very
sparring
well.
match. Just let me
Follow
beat
me,
you up for a
and
little
we
while.
shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings.
Thank you. And I'm in my underwear again.
Before we begin, are you familiar with Ichani traditions?
I'm guessing they involve me standing or freezing my jumpsuit.
All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do,
So I can't even
you
kick
will
you?
lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same.
Okay, got it. No striking to kill.
The
Got
fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items.
Got it.
Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then the battle will be
No
over.
force powers,
in
not that I'm
turn.
really that good at them
I will
anyway.
not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us, a test of each other's strength.
Got it, sister. Let's just
Then
do
let
this.
us begin.
Whoa.
You have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements.
Yeah, no, let's go.
Very
Come on.
well. I shall honor your request. Our next battle will be using the higher forms among the Ichani. You may choose
Loved
hands
Ichani
and
during
feet,
the war.
or whatever melee weapon you wish, but use no other items or Jedi techniques.
Let's go.
Then let us begin. You have fallen.
No, I haven't.
Very. You may.
Yeah, let's go. What the shit? Okay. That was weird. I'm just gonna assume you got scared and chickened out. Otherwise, yeah, let's go. Really liked Ichani and the way they moved during the war. If I could learn anything, I'm gonna do it. Why not? I've got Sith chasing me. I could use to brush up on my combat a little. 10 years of pacifism will do that to you.
You have succeeded. If you wish.
Come on.
Very well. Our next battle shall be free of restriction on weapons and items, and you may use whatever technique. In turn,
Let's go. Come on. Wow, for somebody trained to resist force techniques, you're a little stunnable.
you know much of melee combat. You surprise me.
Thanks.
There is nothing more that we can teach you from such.
Feel free to pair up.
If that is what you wish, we shall see how you fight against a group of us. Use whatever
Let's go.
Then let us.
Wow, that one saved. Yeah, time for you to be a little bit stunned now, too. Okay. Could use some grenades, but I'm not gonna cheat. Okay, you saved that one. I'm not, like, eager to leap on the dark side power there.
You are a strong opponent. Atris was correct about you. You know much of war and battle. Perhaps too much.
I'll take all of you on without breaking a sweat. I mean,
One does not sweat in the polar regions of Telos, so all that will break will be your pride.
let's put that
Then
to
our
the
last
test.
battle shall be the 5 of us against you. Use any item, any...
Why not all 6?
There is no need for the last of us to join in this fight. The weakest among us will only serve to diminish our techniques. We fight as one when we are 5, not 6, and that number should be enough for this lesson.
Sorry, sister. They dissed you bad. Come on.
Very well.
I'm ready. Let's get moving. Have it on really high difficulty, I swear. I've straight up pushed that one out. Oh, I thought I ring outed that one. Yeah, I did. Okay. Can I ring out you? Come on, will a force push ring out you? No? Really? How about another? Yes! Ring out. No! Back off. She's ringed out. Stop kicking on her. We're ring outing them for mercy's sake. Hey, you, ring out. You. Come on, ring out. Damn it. Oh, well.
There shall be no more matches, no more challenges.
Yes.
There is much we have learned from you.
Hey, whatever. Alright, come on, guys. Ah, crap. Right. Crap. So you're the small one. You're the one that they wouldn't let fight, right? Well, why is that?
You are the exile. The one Atris warned us about.
What did Atris say?
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Yeah, kinda, and I paid a big price for that.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own
hey!
animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
I didn't fall to the dark side, thank you very much.
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle.
I didn't
Once
have
you
a
tasted
lust
war,
for battle.
You could not give it up.
I walked away from the war. Doesn't explain why I was stopped fighting. I
Atris
stopped
says
fighting.
When the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
That's kind of untrue, but anything else?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Oh, goody. Wait, she's been talking about me? Apparently a lot? With variations? Oi. Somebody needs to get over some things. Expressed feelings?
Yes. It is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
So what does Atris's heart say?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
I've got no wish to fight Atris.
Then her expressed feelings will have to suffice.
Yeah, that might work.
You
I
may
had other
ask.
questions. You look different from the other.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
Oh, okay, sorry, I apologize. I meant no
There's no need
offense.
to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw.
Actually, you all kind of
There's
look
no wrong in
identical to
that.
me, but that might just be me. Might be a little blind. Sensitive
It is
subject?
not a sensitive subject,
Oh,
but
crap.
a subject
there I
that
go.
requires
Walking
trust.
into things.
There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
Ah, okay, well, I doubt we're gonna have time to get that much trust, but you know. Let me ask you something
may
else. No, never mind. I'll
Before
just
you
be
go,
going
Exile, question for you, if I may ask it.
now.
You have
Shoot.
touched the Force. What does it feel like?
It's difficult to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
I'll give it a shot. It's like the warmth of the sun without the... Yeah, there's no harshness to it. It's no glare.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
Yeah, if you have any further questions, seek me out. Please do. You I kinda like. Slightly. Let's go find... T3. T3! Where'd you go, little guy? Okay, that's that door. Doors! She has a lot of them. Handmaidens, there are like 12. Ah! D3!
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebon Hawke. Not so smug now, are you? You little thief,
The
It is unlikely
Handmaidens
the droid stole the
the
vessel,
Ebon Hawke.
says you.
Is this your droid? It looks badly damaged. Dissected.
Kinda my droid, he's my friend. Are you alright? It wasn't your fault they took the ship. Oh, hold on, what information are you talking about? Wait, why did she want you? I mean... Never mind, I can't really explain that without offending you. You have an alarm? She tried to take your memory core? You can fill me in later, let's just get out of here first. Let's get you back to the ship, then we can talk more. I'll see you at the Ebon Hawke. Bye, little guy. Oh look, more convenient benches.
Mistress, the last of the Handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the Exile.
Left?
But why? Her oath.
Her reasons are unknown to me, but I fear she may no longer be trusted. We will save her if we can, but we must let her discover the Exile's nature for herself. Some evils must be confronted, and isolation from it would have been no defense.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
Let's go. Whoa, T3, what's up? What's with T3? Beep, 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 beep. Slow down, I didn't catch the first part. Dude, you're going at a mile a minute, I don't speak 99, droid. You downloaded Atris' archives.
What is the machine saying?
It's saying he found my records. Things that I probably don't want to see again. There's a hollow of my trial in Atris' records.
We seem to have found it.
Oh, lovely.
Do you know why we have called you here?
I came to you because I chose to, not because you summoned me. I'm to answer for my crimes on Malachor 5.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why
Something
did you
like
defy
that.
us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
The truth is, the Mandalorians had to be stopped, or countless would have died. I broke my vow knowingly, but I'd do it again.
It is good you recognize this. It means you will understand why you must leave us. We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled.
The whole galaxy
and
is
you
near
are
the
a Jedi
battlegrounds
no
where I
longer.
fought. But
There
yeah,
is one last thing.
sounds good.
Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Oh, whatever. Take it. Keep it.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there. More like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. She speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared. And I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path she did.
We are not the ones who taught her.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the Exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the Exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those scummy
Those Jedi sure like their
lying
secrets, don't they?
liars! I had no idea. Scummy, lying liars that lied to me. Damn it, they didn't even have... I came back to face their judgments after what I did, and they don't even have the gall to be honest with me about why they threw me to the end of the galaxy? If you find anything else, let me know. Atris has a list of all the missing Jedi, yet display it. Vrook's on Dantooine. Says Kael is Nar Shaddaa. Master Kavar is Onderon. Great, I gotta go track all these people down. Vash is Korriban. Atris is Telos, we knew that one. Deweet my ass. I knew all those Jedi Masters. They kicked me out.
A strange coincidence.
It is
There
no
is no
coincidence.
coincidences.
There is some larger
Oh
plan
God,
at
I'm
work
agreeing
here,
with Kreia.
and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Ah, we have no choice. They know what happened to me, and I need their help against the Sith. Help. I need their help against the Sith.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell
And
are you
this is
doing
my
on our
ship you're on.
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
If it comforts you to believe that, then so be it. But the enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is
She's
just
got a
me,
point there.
and I am doing this against Atris's wishes, and those of my sisters.
So you betrayed her? I find that hard to
No,
believe.
she speaks the truth. We will take this servant of Atris with us.
I don't recall asking you. Do you believe her?
I tire of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do.
You go
If she's
sulk in the
coming with us, she
cockpit,
gets
you go
cargo
sulk in the
hold.
bedroom.
Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General.
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself.
Go cargo hold. Don't let them bother you. We've just been through
It is
a
no
lot.
matter. I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
Everybody in the bloody...
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Because they took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You
Well,
could
this is
build
true.
another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
And why wouldn't I?
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you.
Yeah,
I know this.
you're right, I should.
A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
You've got a point. To begin, there's some parts I'll need.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Since when did you become... Alright, what's the parts I
a
need?
power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means.
I actually
Never
have
did
one.
Understand them. Those parts are fairly common. Though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you.
It will.
And if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
Actually...
For the last time, no.
It's like you two stop fighting? For the love of God, he's just a droid. Get over
Because
it.
you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor.
Well, I'm not playing Kazakh with you, so it's either the trash compactor,
Yeah?
the
How
ghost,
many credits?
or
All
Bayodur.
I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too.
Why does everybody get pushy with my droid?
What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
Maybe he's just worried about your skills.
If it wasn't for me, we'd all be floating in space. I think I can handle a few repairs to your circuits.
If it wasn't for him, we'd all be floating in space. It sounds like a good idea to me.
Good. Now let's get started.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot.
Well, he's certainly got a personality. That's for sure.
I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Well, that's lovely.